Well, welcome to another weekend of X Factor and, of course, this week's blog. Thanks for watching last week's. Thousands again. I can't believe this. Is quite cool, isn't it, really? But it gets me a chance to, get it off my chest, and you guys get to listen. Now, we'll be talking about the double episode this weekend. Again, another double episode. I like the idea of that, which means we've got more to talk about, but we haven't got long to talk about it. So let's start straight off with the over 25s. Now, the over 25 sing Poker Face. Now, I wouldn't have chosen Poker Face. I don't know why. I just don't think it's quite the right song for the over 25. Well, it's actually not over 25s, but it was at the time, wasn't it? Now it's not, as we know. But anyway, why Poker Face? Don't know. But why are they any good? Some of them actually made the song, different. They made it their own. So the groups, they sung Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now, and the boys sung Man in the Mirror. Now, that's got to be a hard song to sing, Man in the Mirror. It's not an easy song by any means. Let's just stand under here all the way through. So, were they any good? Well, Tobias, he was cool, but then he got to that note and kind of dropped it, didn't he? He kind of put on the waterworks, a few tears.
I can't really. I've been practicing all day and
Are we giving them the sympathy vote for the tears? Definitely not. No tear vote. Now, we didn't get to see them all sing, not every single person, and then they started cutting them down. In fact, they cut them down, by half? That's not such a bad thing because, cut the fat, trim the fat, and we can get on with the rest of the show. Now, but looking at the lineup, what we got towards the end of it was perfect. We had some really good, what would you call it? Good contestants in there. There wasn't a lineup when they kind of, trimmed off the fat that I thought, oh, wouldn't have had that person in, wouldn't have had that person in. And now they asked them to dance. In enters Brian Friedman and starts dancing with them, getting them through all these dance routines and stuff like that. To be honest, that's not fair for the older contestants or the larger contestants. And really, do they have to dance? Let's be honest, you don't have to dance to have the X Factor. Okay, so there are loads of acts to talk about and we haven't got a lot of time, so I might miss some and I might stay on some a little bit longer. But first of all, let's talk Cher. How amazing was Cher?
Feel the fear in my enemy's eyes. Listen as the crowd would sing. Now the old king is dead, long live the king. I hear Jerusalem, bells are ring-a-dinging. Roman cavalry, oh, my choir singing. Beat my mirror, my.
I loved the song she sung from Coldplay. It's amazing, and not just that, how unique is she? She has that kind of different thing about her than everybody else, because when it comes down to her performance, her vocal, she has that edge, and I think she's got that big edge on a lot of the other players in the game. Now, Kerry Arundel, to be honest, just not feeling it. It's the one with the big hair. Love the hair, pretty girl, but don't quite feel anything quite yet for her. Harry Styles, now come on, what happened? Last week, Harry was cool. This week, he kind of just, I don't know, let the side down a little bit, and that's a shame, because I thought he was cool last week and his vocals were good, and this week, maybe just the wrong song, Charlene Dawson. Now, again, I liked her. She was great. She had a great vocal last week. I thought she was cool last week, but this week, I kind of think she let herself down. She could have really done a lot better. Now, of course, you may not recognise the next person I'm going to introduce you. She's live from X Factor. She's here in the heart of Kent. This is Chloe without her makeup. Meet Chloe. This is Chloe, how you doing today? Yeah, need a bit of makeup on, love. Okay, so we'll leave Chloe sitting there in the mud for a moment. We'll get back to her in just a while. But there is one girl that I think really stood out vocally because she had such an amazing control and tone to her voice. Is that Tracy? Amazing, loved it. Okay, let's talk Storm Lee. I am so bored of this guy. I'm bored of his name. I'm bored of his vocal. Do you know what it is? I actually don't know whether it's that I can't stand him, because to be fair, isn't his vocal just, I don't know, what's the word? Karaoke? It's a little bit more of a sound-alike than anything else, isn't it? And Louis says to the judges, judge him on his voice. Louis, judge him on his voice? You're no person to say, judge him on his voice. If we were to judge the contestants on their voice, then I'm afraid Jedward would never be today where they are. Take a shot for you. Yeah. So you really didn't judge them on their voice, did you? Oh, no.
The most, particularly you, irritating people we've had out here in a long, long time.
Now let's talk Chloe. Does she have any parents? I mean, where is Chloe's mum and dad? Because to be honest, if that was me, I would not let my daughter out looking like that, or, you know, wearing so much makeup, or the clothes she wore. I mean, was she just wearing a belt today? Did she only have a belt on? Because if she only had a belt on, then maybe that's, you know, that's fine. But when you're wearing a belt, at least put something else on. To be honest with you, all I want to do is see Chloe sing normally without makeup on and wearing, you know, a little bit more clothing. If you want to see someone like that, go to Stringfellows. Tom Richards. Do you know what? He still annoys me. And Simon's right, he is Louis' boy. Louis kind of saved him, getting him through. And now he gets put through to Judge's house over some of the other boys. Nicole was right there, wasn't she? He should really just be in a boy band. You know, maybe he should have been in the boy band and, you know, Liam could have gone solo. But then again, Liam's performance this week, maybe he should be in the boy band as well. Talking of Liam, I think it was just the wrong song choice. He should have chosen a song that was a little bit more, I don't know, a little more poppy than Oasis. Oasis wasn't quite right. It looks like someone's just attacked the pigs. Now, the Reason, of course, are really strong in their group category, but I think close on their heels and someone that could give them a run for their money is Hustle. Really good girl group. Probably one of the best girl groups I've actually seen on X Factor for years. But now we have One Direction. That really could throw a cat amongst the pigeons. So I think they could, if given the right songs, give all the groups a run for their money. And what a surprise, John Wilding gives us another stunning performance vocally. Still, I have a little issue, you know, watching him because it kind of makes me cringe a little. But you can't take away from that guy has an amazing vocal, and of course his song choice so far has been spot on. I think by far one of my favourite boot camp vocals. I've got a couple, but I think this one almost tops the list. Is Matt Cardle. His vocal was just simply stunning.
I found your heart so close to mine, and I knew joy.
Okay, so now the Sunday show comes in and says they've got 40 songs to choose from. Surely they can't make a mistake with 40 songs. Could they pick the right one, or could they just pick the wrong one? See, it's now down to the contestants to actually pick a song that they think, one, is going to show their vocals, two, put them in a space where you're away from the rest of them, because you've got to pick the right song. And I think that's where Matt came in, and he chose a female song. That's what if I could sing, that's probably what I would have done. Now, of course, up first on Boot Camp's Sunday show was the lovely Katie Wassell. Great performance, great vocal, and I think, really, she does deserve a place at Judge's house for sure. Now, Diva Fever. Oh, bad romance, more like bad audition. And now Justin Vanderheim. Still, that guy reminds me of Lord of the Rings, just a little bit more orange. Don't like him. For me, it's odd. Just odd. Now, Twen, not sure about them, to be honest. I'm neither here or there with them, to be fair. If they weren't in the competition, it wouldn't bother me, and if they are in the competition, it wouldn't bother me. Will they win? No. Now, Wagner. Does he not look like Dog the Bounty Hunter's brother? All he needs is the dog tag round here and his little, bounty hunter's badge, and he'll be in there. But will he win X Factor? Will he get through to the live shows? I don't think so. Now let's talk Aidan Grimshaw. Another top performance from this guy. Vocally superb. Another one, like Matt Cardle. It's just brilliant. Great song choice, great vocal. And actually, considering at the beginning, I really didn't like him that much. But now, yeah, I think he could go quite far. Definitely one for the live shows for me. Rebecca Ferguson. I've got nothing else to say about her apart from, wow. Nicola. spoke about him before, so we won't dwell on how annoying he can be. And, you know, he said he's always wanted to do this ever since he was in the womb. Yes, the womb. Now, that's a long time. I mean, that's older than he actually is, because that was before he was born. Okay, we've got some fantastic contestants going through to Judges' House. 8 from each category this time instead of 6, which kind of, you know, gives us more of a chance to see more people shine, because I guess when they get through to Judges' House, they're going to be a little bit more relaxed, maybe. Or the pressure might just pile on and we'll see a few more crumble, which is quite cool. We've got the 2 extra groups, Bellamy and One Direction. I think that's a great idea because I thought we were going to lose some talent, like, you know, Liam and Harry and some of the other girls. But no, they put them together and I think we could be cool there. My favourites going through to Judges' House, and the ones that I think at the moment will get through that to the live shows are, for the boys, Aidan Grimshaw, Nicola Festa and Matt Cardell. And now, of course, for the girls, I think Katie Wassel, Gamu, and definitely not forgetting the beautiful Cher. I think she'll get through as well. And for the over 28s, which used to be the over 25s, here's where it gets really difficult. I don't have anybody. I really, really don't have anyone from the over 28s that I think they should make it out of Judges' House into the live show. Okay, so thanks for watching again this week. And next week, what we'll do is, if you want to post now your favourite 3, your top 3 from every category, next week we'll run over who said who they think is going to be in the live final from Judges' House, and that way we can see if you're right or wrong. But from me, and of course my cameraman Carl, who's walking with the laptop in his arms today, we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, my new Twitter as well is @Lee Baldry. Drop me a message on Facebook, and my email address all coming up after this. Thank you very much. See you next week.